I'm redoing the video. The last one I got a little morbid in it. But then again, it's nothing that I wouldn't say on a daily basis. Like, anyone who knows me knows my fucked up opinion on my own family, or so-called family. But I guess I'll redo it because I guess I thought, let's keep it short. I hate when narcissistic people claim that they don't fucking know what they did wrong and that you're the one being overdramatic. I've had it so many times in my life that it's sickening. Let's go to the root cause. My mother. Of course, because it's like, bitch, I have scars on my face here and here. And I used to be just a big bloody gash on my fucking face. I thought I was gonna look like a fucking anime character for the rest of my life, thanks to her crazy ass deciding, I should like physically assault my daughter and throw her across a room and sit my bare pussy on her face. Like, just because I'm upset that as she's doing all this other room organization and laundry and all that, that there's like one single corner of the room that she did not get to vacuum yet. Even like there was no fucking reason for her to start that shit with me at all. Fucking hate that bitch. I don't see them as family. Like they've tried to like have people reach out to me and guilt trip me into coming back for the holiday season. I'll put it to you like this. Any single time, even when I did think, could I go back for Thanksgiving? Could I go back for Thanksgiving? It's like, hey, how do I put this? I can easily just go to like a barbecue spot and get like some ribs, some mac and cheese, and some sweet potatoes, or some yams, and some collard greens, and I could just order that in advance, and then just stick that in the freezer, and then just like wait, you know? That actually does sound like a good idea. And then guess what? Along the way, I will not get condescending questions or disgusting stares or awkward bonds or anything. I will get treated nicely by whoever is going to be working at the fucking cash register. And I will be around friendly people who actually, like, even if they don't give a shit about my life, they're nice about it. Why would I decide to ever go back? Because if you have the path between this is what you would do if you wanted Tamia to feel loved and welcomed and like you wanted her in your life forever, and this is what you would do if you were trying to force Tamia out of your life and never see her again and make her feel unwanted and unloved, you can't get this outcome doing these steps. That's how you get estranged. And now we're estranged. Like, I really forget that I even have family. Like, Jesus. But then again, that happened even when I was living with them. I would watch holiday movies and stuff, and I'd be like, aw, this makes me wish I had a brother and sister. And then I'd be like, oh, wait, I do. I wish I had a better brother and sister. This goes for plenty of family members. My little half sister, or not little, she's not younger than me, she's just a little fucking cunt. She disgusts me to my core. If she got hit by a truck, I would only feel bad about the people who actually liked her. I'd be like, I feel bad for them that they lost someone that they cared about. But would I care? Mm. And then in terms of my older brother, I don't have any stance on him. I just forget he exists, which I'd say is a blessing because instead of me getting online and talking about all the traumatic shit he did to me in my pivotal years, from from ages 9 to like age 17 or so, or actually probably even longer than that, his tormenting bullshit went on for a very long time. I'll put it to you like this. He should be very blessed that I have written him out of my brain and mostly forgotten about him. But word of mouth, people have said, like, oh, he misses you, he misses you. Like, he cares about you. Shut the fuck up. Oh, sorry, I almost cried for a second. Don't ever in your fucking life say you care about me when I could have easily killed myself a bunch of times between ages like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and he would have been the fucking reason. God damn it. Fuck. He knows what the fuck he did. So yeah, that's why he doesn't get talked to. I don't think he's worth talking about even. Ooh, shit. We unlocked some hard ass trauma today. Damn. That's always kind of amusing when it's just like, I feel like making a small little quick video, and then it's like, hey, you're unlocking a memory about people that you've intentionally forgot you were ever related to. I will give him some credit though. When I did estrange myself in the first place, he sent me money. so that I could be safe. And that did help me afford a hotel room on top of other donations I got, so I am grateful. And I remember at some point before the estrangement, like 100% happened on both sides, I remember I was going to kill myself. I had a fight with my paternal grandmother. Not a physical one, but she was just being emotionally abusive as well, because she's a fucking cunt. I see why my mom didn't like her, but I also see, like, how do I put this? Oh my god, two narcissistic. Like, why do we have narcissistic bitches on both sides of my family? Like, for fuck's sake. Can y'all get it together? Jesus. Well, at least I know what not to do for my own future generations, because fuck, dude. Anyway, ah, maternal figures in the family so bad I almost fucking killed myself. And I was like, I can just jump into. Well, I won't say the specific way that I killed myself because I would hate for someone to be like, hey, this is how she said she'd kill herself. So, well, I'm not. Sorry, let me not give you any ideas. That's what I'm saying. Let's just say I remember he reached out and I didn't respond to him, but. Or did I? I don't know. But, it was sweet that he tried. So I'll give him credit in those departments, you know. But he also very much is the type to be like, oh, well, mommy did nothing wrong. We gotta forgive her. It'd be stupid to get mad at her for stuff she did when she was young and stupid too. Yeah, but it didn't stop. Like, if it was one of those things where if she was just a total fucking nightmare and then she stopped being a nightmare at age 8 or something, maybe I would have forgiven her. Hell, there was a point over the pandemic where she did have her good moments, and I thought maybe I could forgive her. And then she would do something to remind me that she's actually so much worse than how she was when I was a kid, and she was already extremely abusive when I was a kid. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna normalize someone like beating the shit out of their kid and do it. Like, she did a lot of weird pedophilic, ephemophilic, Freudian, like, just disturbing shit. It's like, bitch, we're children. Why are you acting like this is 120 days of Sodom? Nasty ass. She deserves to be in jail. But, and also if you're like, what about 120 days of Sodom? If you get that reference, I'm sorry. But at the same time, well, okay, I want some memories to stay repressed today. We're gonna keep this light. But don't worry, no sexual assault happened on me from, like, anyone in my family. But my mother definitely did have some massively disgusting boundary issues that I still side eye to this day. And also, like, ugh. Yeah. Mm. This bitch was so weird. And oh, also, it's worth noting, I don't even refer to her as a sister. Anytime she's referred to, I call her a fucking cunt to anybody I know. Because she is a fucking cunt. I remember, did she reach out when I almost killed myself, before the estrangement fully happened? No, she didn't. At all. I know that on my GoFundMe, she sent me like $30, but then she managed to make the whole, oh, Tamia almost killed herself, and Tamia is estranged from both sides of her family, and Tamia is traumatized and has bloody scars on her face from the attack that happened that I was there for. And she left this shitty ass comment just to like make it about her. Like, oh, well, you said in one of your YouTube videos that I'm just some fucking bitch, so I shouldn't even be sending anything. But here I was thinking we were getting better, but guess not. And it's like, bitch, really? It's like you're trying to make this about you, and it's like, mind you, it's a video that I made like a year or two before, and it's like, yeah, in the video I talk about how you, my mother, and I don't think I mentioned my brother because, like, yeah, but it's like, yeah, you went out of your way to grant me a whole bunch of pain and torment for no fucking reason between the ages of like 12 to like 17 just cuz you fucking felt like it. Yeah. Like after that it's like, yeah, if this bitch got killed by somebody, like if they were like, "Hey, we found your half sibling with her fucking head cut off in a ditch." It's like, "Oh, you got pictures?" I'm kidding. Am I kidding? I'd probably want a picture, but not on some fucked up shit just so I could be like, I haven't seen her in years. Oh, her hair's different. Sorry, is that too fucked up of a joke? I don't really care. I don't really care. I really don't care. But at the same time, if you're shocked by this is not exactly new information. I've said since the dawn of time that I have had certain not so good thoughts. Like, intrusive thoughts. But I can just recognize that it's like, yeah, I know when some thoughts are intrusive and some aren't. So I'm not saying that how do I put this? Having them pushed out of my brain is the best, loveliest thing ever. It's good that I forgot I had a family because it's like my younger sibling, who I adore, he's lovely. I hope he's okay, but then again, knowing that family, probably not. I did find his social media recently, and I was like, oh god, he's only like what, 14, 15, and he's a Kevin Samuels fan. Good luck out there. And he likes dank memes and stuff. And he seems to be growing into a healthy young man. He looks more like his mother every day, which is trippy, but I don't know. I hope he's still pure of heart like I remember him to be. He was a sweet kid. It's a shame that we had to cut contact that way, but he was always extremely kind. He's a good kid. I know that even the moments where he wasn't the best kid, it was just a result of like her parenting. It's a shame that things didn't go differently. I don't know. I thought to myself for years, well, I don't want to talk about it in this video. I feel a little rough around the edges. I'm pretty sure my period's gonna start because I start getting more impatient and easy to cry and having more violent thoughts. So, yeah. But simply put, yeah, I can't picture ever going back. And not like I really want to. They can, like, I remember I actually was talking about this recently to somebody. I remember when, right before the pandemic, like the final Christmas before the pandemic kicked in, I remember my mother was like, oh, well, your sister said that she wanted us to get together and like make little mood boards to like, concept boards for what we want to do with our lives. And we were all going to sit together and making those with poster boards and photos. And, uh, oh, and I'm going to make gumbo. And, I kind of thought to myself, do I want that? Like, I kind of thought to myself, okay, I need to figure out how to get out of this because I don't want to be around these people. I said that I already had plans that were up in the air, but that I'd let them know. But I also thought to myself, shit, if I say no, she's probably going to retaliate because, of course, she fucking would. She would get fucking angry. But at the same time, I knew it's like, okay, being in a room with older brother who is a misogynist, transphobe, homophobe, and a whole bunch of obics and isms that I just don't really fuck with. His weird girlfriend, who's my age or younger, is gonna be there, and she's just bored with no personality. She was hot though, so kudos to that. His weird side chick slash ex girlfriend is gonna be there, and she's stupid as fuck, and I hate her. Plus, she also ironically did some shit to try to gave me a more fucked up dynamic with my mother that I never forgave her for. Let's see. Ugly half sister, who is annoying as shit and likes to take any opportunity she can to try to bring me down or attempt to make herself look better than me, which usually fails. She just looks pathetic, and I hate her. Younger sibling, who probably is going to be mentally checked out, but he's there, so it's like, that's my little buddy. I love him, of course. And stepdad, who I already knew was cheating on my mom with bitches who were my age or younger. Mind you, I was 19. At least, like, disgusting. And, oh, and then my mother. And then, for all I know, that could have been. She's very. Yeah, what can I say? Unpredictable, abrasive, and abusive. So because of that, I remember that I just was like, yeah, I'm not. I literally chose to just wander in the city dressed as a sexy flapper and just like go to some random movie. Like, yeah. Jesus, it was so bad. I was like, yeah, like, but I did still feel content because just being in the city, getting stared at by people and eating like Burger King chicken nuggets and then like having the time of my life, just like, uh, and I say that sarcastically. It was a neutral time. I'm still glad I went out though. I got to people watch, I got to watch a movie, and I got locked in the mall for several hours until like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So that was a pretty fun way to start off 2020. And I took a bunch of selfies and had fun. And I probably still had like 5 to 10 times more fun than I ever would if I stayed around them. So what can I say? People's actions paint who they are, and I'm not around people who are gonna do me bad and do me dirty. So it's like, okay, well, it's like, okay, sure, I might miss out on like a few family events. I might miss out on like eating this type of food or this type of food. But guess what? They get to miss out on a round two. They get to miss out on any sort of like, you don't want to know. I'm actually, ooh. Funny how I deleted the other video because I was like, yeah, I think I got a little morbid in the last one. And then I got morbid in this one too. What can I say? I got a case of the morbs. But yeah, that I see them for their character, And if they want to sit around being like, oh, I don't get why she doesn't talk to us, you know exactly why. Consider the distance a blessing, because there were many, many times I thought to myself, I probably still have my house key. And I could have done a lot. I chose not to do it because I actually was like, I'm sickened by the idea of being anywhere near any of their radiuses. I want to simply forget. And they can have all sorts of beautiful achievements and wonderful things happen, and that's great. And they can enjoy it in their little family. And I can enjoy my freedom. I can enjoy being gay. I can enjoy being non binary. I can enjoy being feral and slutty and vulgar and mentally fucked up. And I get to be that far away from them and happy with people who actually love me regardless. Like, a quote that I've heard is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. But narcissistic families didn't like that, so they cut it down to blood is thicker than water to try to make it meme like, ooh, look, like blood's thicker than water. You have to care about us because we are always going to be there for you. No, I'm not interested in your little weird little cult and your weird little ideals. Like, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. It's like, you know, you don't choose your family, but you can choose who loves you. You can choose your friends, your lovers, all that. And I want to choose better. So I'm choosing better. And I've had a lot of success in that. Like, instead of people who hear about my writing and snarl at it and scoff and try to shit on it or try to shit on my artwork or anything about me, I have people who say, girl, you look so cute in that outfit. Ooh, I love your natural hair. My family was the type to be like, are you doing anything to your hair? That's it. Even if it looked great, even if it was like a detangled, no split end, nice full Pam Grier afro, they'd be like, fuck you. But then guess what? When it came down to anybody else, like, they'd be like, holy shit, I love your hair. It's so beautiful and gorgeous. It suits you so well. You're glowing. It was awesome. I have people who I feel safe around and enjoy, and that makes me happy. Anyway, you could tell I really did. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I did see a member of my dad's side of the family, and I entirely forgot who they were. If anything, I was like, who's that? They're slightly bigger, dark skin. Is that my aunt on my mom's side? Oh, here we go. Oh, why didn't you come to Thanksgiving? Or why didn't you come to the graduations? You know why. You know why. Because I fucking hate those people. Or not the kids, but the adults. But then it came down to like, like, it took 30 seconds and stuff, but then it's like, oh, it's the one from my dad's side. I don't like her, but she is like, I guess it's been years, let's see what she has to say. And she updated me on like stuff. She was like, oh, this person's okay, that person's okay, this person had health issues, but they're stabilizing, all sorts of stuff. And they were nice and pleasant, and I think they checked in on me. They asked about my life, and they were like, "Hey, have you talked to your brother recently? Because he loves you." And I kind of was like, how do I put this? I don't think I snarled, but I just was like, "No, I haven't talked to any of them." And then like she did say like, "Oh well, if you ever need anything or if you ever want to, we'd love to have you. Like seriously, we all miss you. We would love to have you. We would all sincerely love and miss having you." And I think I would have been checked in on a lot more and cared about for the past 3 years if that was true. Well, yeah. And simply put, it's like not seeing people as family anymore is actually kind of refreshing. You get to see them for what they are instead of what they want you to paint them as. Like, no, it's like I'm not going to remember you as the sweet 10-year-old boy you used to be when you're now a grown adult who is just a fucking asshole. I'm not going to remember you as the sweet little girl with the breadths in her hair who used to sometimes do this or do that with me because you decided to grow up into the person you choose to be now, and you're not a good person. Like, the only person who has that luxury was the person who was actually a child when I left. And like, yeah, and even then, anything bad that they become is a result of their environment and the people they were around. Like, yeah. Meanwhile, what's the other's excuses? Because I feel like there is a certain level of self-awareness that needs to be had. And guess what? Yeah, there's no self-awareness. I was one of the only people who was self-aware, and even then, sometimes I'll have moments where I was like, "Oh, damn, I'm sorry that I did that to that sibling," or "Oh, ooh, I could have been a little done. Ooh, I forgot this happened." But then it's like, the luxury is that I will be far away from them and never have to see them again. And that's a blessing. And I'm still gonna have a great holiday season. Like I remember actually the first year of the estrangement, I remember that I had a wonderful time with my ex-boyfriend's family. And I remember I helped decorate the tree. We listened to carols. We had the fireplace on the TV going. And then it was like a nice, wonderful home cooked dinner and a wonderful meal. And I ate it and it was so good. And it reminded me of exactly how, like, home used to feel like to me. But better because it wasn't my family. And it made me feel good that it's like, oh, okay. Love and cool bonds and interesting people will always come into my life, and so will good food. So I will never have to go back into a home that makes my stomach curl all because what? I miss the food? What's the point of like going back if for food if I'm not even going to be able to digest it? Like there's a higher chance that a plate would be thrown and a fork would be used in a non-satisfactory manner for the others. It would be satisfactory for me. And yeah, it's like I'd rather be eating like Diane Keaton with people who actually show me that they love me and are intentional and care. And good will always come into your life. You're always going to have good food, good people, and good spirits around you. And I feel bad for those who are going to go home this holiday season. Ouch, scratched some of my hair. I feel bad for those who are going to go home this holiday season because they feel they need to keep in touch. Like, no, you don't need to keep in touch. You can always hang out with your boyfriend or girlfriend or lover's family. Or you could have a Friendsgiving. Or you could just simply like get some food pre-made and have a wonderful time just existing. Because I remember last Christmas was a little depressing for me until I realized, wait. And then I remembered, oh, what about that Christmas where I got my mom an expensive bracelet and then she almost threatened to punch me in the face that same day. And then her and my sister were ruining my fucking day and made me feel worthless and stuff. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Oh, what about the other Christmas and the other Christmas and the other? What about all these terrible Christmases you've had where either nothing happened and you spent the whole day curled up under some blankets just waiting for life to pass and for time to pass you by? As you knew everyone else you hated was having 10 times more fun, but you were just stuck at home with a shitty abusive family for the next 2 weeks. Or how about like, ooh, wonderful time this holiday season. Or no, I would still have a shitty time, but it'd be like, yay, we're wearing matching pajamas. And eventually there's going to be some really, really stupid abusive shit that happens. Like, yeah, instead of that, I would much rather be happy. So I remember I was like, I don't have to be unhappy. It's Christmas. Let me treat myself. And I made myself a nice little homemade soda, a nice big portion of some pasta with all the best seasonings and spices and chicken cuts. And I ate that shit and I devoured like endless bowls of it as I sat in front of the TV, like playing this video game I loved. And I felt such amazing euphoric bliss. 10 times, no, 100 million times more than I ever would if I had ever decided to sit myself at a table full of people who didn't want me around but still demanded my presence. No, thank you. There's always good food and good energy elsewhere, so stay the fuck away. Always be like, estrange them, love yourself. Bye.